It's a 2017 Passat. I got to get all those numbers in my head, but it's the SEL Premium. Check the video's description for the exact model, but this is a pretty fancier model. You can see here it's got really nice wheels, and then it's got you know, the front grille looks really nice. We're going to do a walk around the outside, and then we're going to go inside the vehicle. But this one's pretty much loaded, and we're going to get to the technology here in a minute. But you can see the body is really nice. See, it says TSI, and then Passat SEL. So I was right. It's hard to remember all these vehicle things. Now you may have seen some other videos on YouTube about this, but see, it's got this little chrome type trim around it. What's really cool about this particular model is that the gas cap, now the car is unlocked right now, but if it was locked, one shouldn't be able to open the gas cap. So, you know, better prevent someone from putting sugar in your gas tank or whatever they put in there and mess it up. The interior is very nice. Some other commenters have commented about this wood, and they say it's not wood, it's plastic. Yeah, it is probably plastic, but I think it looks good, at least in this color. The back seat's very spacious. Actually, that's what sold me on this versus the smaller Jetta. Plenty of leg room, and these seats in the front are somewhat far back. Just look at how much room there is. Center console. Got you a place to put your drinks, and then you got a storage area right there. What's really cool is that these seats, they open up and they can fold down, so if you're hauling something large in your trunk, that opens up and you've got, you know, the seats folded down, so you got more room to haul. So that's a huge convenience. This particular model has air conditioner vents in the back. It's got a single USB port in the back and heated seats for both of the back seats. Again, this is a somewhat more loaded edition. Let's go in the front seat here. Before we do, I want to show you the mirror. This particular model has the you know, the sensors. What I like is that this particular model, I got the rubber mats. Those are so nice because you just, you know, they get dirty, you take them out and you hose them off. Storage room in the side right here for stuff. Again, this what people say is fake wood trim, which I like. This particular one, you can see there it says Fender. This has the Fender audio. It's got an analog clock in the dash. And one of the things I asked my salesperson was, how do I set that? And apparently it sets itself based upon what's set electronically. This right here is a USB port. In my case, I'm using Apple CarPlay, which is built into this. Really, really cool. Watch my other video where I demonstrate Apple CarPlay. That's too much excitement for this video. But yeah, so I've got Apple CarPlay in there. Obviously phone, I've got navigation. Again, this one's pretty loaded up. Heated front seats. Dual climate control with automatic mode, so you can set your thermostat on the passenger side independent of the driver's side. And you can choose to use auto mode, which is really cool. Very comfortable seats. You know, it's got they've got lumbar support, very adjustable, and the center console is really nice, pretty spacious. I've got a bunch of junk in there, so I'm not going to open it. And then here you've got your start-stop engine. Obviously, you can start the engine, just push the brake with your key in your pocket. That's a huge convenience. Let's go over to the driver's side now. Again, very good looking car for a, I guess you call it a sedan. I mean, it's, you know, it's not really a, it drives kind of like a sports car though, which is really cool. 3-person driver memory. I'm number 1, so I set it for number 1. Share your vehicle with a wife or whatever. You know, you got that option. Mirrors are easy to adjust. Ergonomically, this car is great. Now, again, this is what I like to refer to as a mix between sport and comfort. Obviously not as sporty as some of the BMWs that I've owned in the past, but those were a lot more expensive vehicles. But to get out on the road and to be able to accelerate and get excellent gas mileage, this thing's hard to beat. This particular one, I got automatic lights, plethora of controls on the steering wheel here. What I like to do, and again, separate video, I like to use Apple CarPlay. So when I've got it plugged in to the USB cable for Apple CarPlay, I'll push down on this and I can talk to Siri. So I can have her read me my text messages. I can respond to text messages all safely by way of my voice. So, you know, no distracted driving. I'm a huge advocate of not driving in a distracted fashion. So, you know, all that voice control is super cool. Overall, and again, these are just, you know, this is my review after having this for a few days. But overall, my impressions are highly favorable. You know, if you're looking for the German styling, the German performance, but you may not want to spend as much as one may for say an Audi or a BMW, then this is a great option. Also, if you want a big back seat for a car seat, this in my opinion would be a better option than the smaller Jetta. Plenty of room. So, you know, just because you may have kids or whatever doesn't mean that you have to get away from a fun driving car. So this is definitely not a minivan, you know, and it's not a sports car, but it does have the sports car feel, especially when you get this thing out on the road. You know, you feel really connected with the road. So for what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/iRickSky. This is just my first review of the 2017 Passat SEL. This particular one does have the 1.8, so it's not the V6. I think there may be a V6 option in another trim, but to be honest with you, this thing accelerates like a boss. And you know, again, to get that performance at this price point, something I failed to mention, I did get a sunroof, and obviously it's got satellite radio. You know, personally, I just like to use my Apple CarPlay, but hope this video is of value. Be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/iRickSky, and stay tuned for my follow-up videos. Check out my Apple CarPlay video. At the time of posting this, I haven't filmed it, but I definitely will, so check the link within this video's description. You can probably find that video there by now. But thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRickSky here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.